As we head toward the end of the year, nonprofits everywhere are making their final push for donations. It's that time we're all working hard to ensure our missions are funded and ready to keep going strong. But let's be real, it can feel like you're shouting into a very crowded room, trying to get your message to stand out among so many others. With all the campaigns, emails, social media posts, and videos out there, how do you make sure people notice your mission? I'm Shannon Cherry from My Nonprofit Advisor. The answer isn't to shout louder. The real secret being uniquely you. Let's start by picturing what this time of year is for your donors. Imagine they're flipping through a radio with every station playing at once, a mix of songs, ads, and holiday jingles, all trying to capture their attention. That's what the year-end donation season feels like for them. With every nonprofit pushing messages, there's a lot of noise. Now, think about the songs that grab your attention. It's usually the one with a memorable melody, a beat that stands out, and lyrics that resonate, right? And the same goes for your nonprofit's voice. You want to be that memorable song, not more noise, but something real, unique, something that makes people stop and listen. Now, it might feel easy to grab a year-end template, tweak a few words, and hit send, right? But here's the problem with that. When your message feels like every other message out there, it risks getting lost in the shuffle. Think about it like holiday cards. If someone sends you a generic card with just their name signed on the bottom, it could be nice, but it doesn't leave a great impression. Now imagine that card with a handwritten note sharing a funny memory or heartfelt story. That one sticks with you, right? Your year-end appeal should be like that. It needs to be personalized, something unique and something memorable. So how do you stand out? Start by connecting deeply with what makes your nonprofit unique. Think about the specific stories, faces, and impact that only your organization can share. If you're a food pantry, don't just say, help us feed the hungry. Show people what that actually looks like. Share a story about a family who came in for help during a tough time, or how a $50 donation can fill a grocery cart for an entire week. Or if you're an animal shelter, show the transformation of a pet that found a new home. Stories like these paint a picture that's impossible to ignore. They're the stories that make people feel something real, not just a message, but a moment. Here's another powerful way to stand out. Make it local. Say you're based in a specific community like the Bay Area and you're supporting people right there in that area. Talk about the unique challenges and needs that your work addresses in that particular community. Even if some of your supporters are spread out, a lot of them will connect deeply to the idea that you're making a difference right where they are. It's a bit like a favorite local restaurant. It has character and it's a great neighborhood spot. All right, now let's talk about emotion. This is the real secret sauce. Emotional stories are what connect people to your mission on a personal level. Imagine you're sitting across the table from a friend sharing a story about why your work matters. It's not going to be perfect or rehearsed. It's just real. When you talk about real impacts, like a child receiving their first backpack of school supplies or a family finding temporary housing, your message hits home. It's relatable, understandable, and most importantly, memorable. Now let's go back to our radio analogy. Have you ever noticed that the songs that make you feel something, joy, nostalgia, or even sadness, are the ones you remember the most? In the same way, people remember nonprofits that make them feel something. When your year-end message includes those personal stories and genuine emotions, it creates a lasting impression. Now, here's a little trick to make your donors feel extra connected. Invite them to be part of the story. You want them to feel more than just like they're a donor. You want them to feel like they're a part of a team, part of the solution. When you frame your messages that, here's what we're doing together, it shifts from a simple transaction to a partnership. You're inviting them to be part of the journey, showing them that their contributions really do make a difference. For example, if you're reaching out to support your community's food pantry, share how last year's donations helped to feed a certain number of families. Then show them the goal for this year, the increase in grocery costs, and say, with your help, we're aiming to feed even more. This approach doesn't just talk at them, but brings them into the story. Here's a reassuring thought. Your message does not have to be polished or perfect. It just has to be genuine. In fact, a little authenticity, maybe even a little bit of vulnerability, can go a long way. Think of it like sharing a personal story with a friend over coffee. When people sense that your appeal is real and not overly polished, they're likely to connect. You're not just selling a message, you're inviting them into a real conversation. All right, as you finish up your year-end appeal, here's what's to remember. Standing out is less about having a loud message and more about having a real one. Skip the templates, avoid generic language, share the heart of your mission in a way that's authentic to who you are as an organization. And when you do, people will see it, feel it, and remember it. Your unique voice will be the melody that keeps them coming back, ready to support you in making a difference. Now back to the holiday music.
Hey there, humans. It's Callie, your favorite four-legged furry friend here with one last reminder before you go. If you want more Pawsome ideas on how to help nonprofits, whether it's raising funds, spreading the word, or just making the world a little bit kinder, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And remember, every like, comment, and subscribe means we can help even more nonprofits. So go ahead, give that bell a little jingle, and let's make this holiday season the best one yet for all the pups, people, and paws. Catch you next time. I'll be waiting by the tree.